Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How about
Good.
you?
Sore.
Sore from?
I did Lori's class last night or yesterday, late yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
She worked me over pretty good. So yeah.
I'm sore from my own workout yesterday.
That's the person. You got nobody to blame but yourself.
Exactly.
Your chair looks very similar to mine.
Yeah. Chair and
Paper
paper
plates.
plates.
Yes, ma'am. I follow directions. Yes. For
Unless
whatever
you
good
have
that.
little glider things. Most people don't.
Oh no, no. I have them
Yeah.
for my furniture. I have those
Oh
things.
no, those won't work.
I don't think I'm
No.
heavy enough. I'm big enough. So what else is doing?
Oh, trying to debate whether I need to apply for jobs or not, just for something.
For
Because
something to
they're
do?
gonna have. Did find out they're only gonna have 6 in a class, for starters.
Yeah. I mean, they can't hardly do any more than that.
No, they can't.
Safely.
Yeah, just so they could space it out, which is good. I mean, I'm glad we're going to be opening. Just as you know, we're paid per head, so obviously.
I always wondered about that. So okay.
Yeah. So.
You've answered that question without me asking.
All right. We're going to start standing at the end of your mat. Make sure. See me okay there. Okay. Just standing with your feet about hip width apart. Take a nice inhale. Reach those arms up, expanding the rib cage. And then stay tall. Exhale, let the arms float back down. Just kind of getting that breathing going here. And take one more just with the arms sweeping up. Inhale. And a nice deep exhale, blow it all out. And now turning that into a nice roll down through the spine. Reach it up on the inhale. As you exhale, think of diving down. Chin not first. Head, shoulders, knees can soften. Rolling all the way down, pelvis eventually shifts. Release at the bottom. Pulling up through that waistline, start your ascend back up, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Head is the last thing to come up. Let's take that one more time. Reach it up on the inhale. Exhale, chin nod first, then the shoulders curve, then the thoracic spine, then the lumbar finally tips over, belly button still pulled up and in. Soften the knees as you need to. And let's soften the knees even more so they're kind of more in a bend. Walk the hands out to find your quadruped position, so that's on all fours. Lining up the knees right under your hips and your wrists right under your shoulders. Starting with a spinal balance reach. So we got right arm and left leg extending on the inhale. Long neck, so you're looking to your mat, and then draw it back in. Trying to find that balance as quick as possible. Left arm, right leg, lifting up in the waistline, and bring it back in. And again, right arm, left leg, extend, inhale. And exhale, draw it back in. Keeping this torso steady. One more, extend out, straight forward and straight behind you. And then exhale, draw it back in. Going back to the first side, take it out, inhale and reach, hold here. Now take the arm and leg on a diagonal. So we're reaching kind of like a nice diagonal line from the fingertips to your toes. Tap down and reach it up. 2 more, tap down, reach it up, keep the pelvis stabilized, 1 more, and up, come back to a head tail reach, and then bring the arm and leg in. Reset. We got the other side. Reach to the head and to the feet. Extend out straight. Now open to the side on a diagonal. Here we go. Tap down with the arm and leg. Reach it up. And 2. And up. 1 more. 3. Up. Bring it back to a head tail reach. So arm and leg reach long. Bring it in and reset. Take your right arm out directly to the side. Take your left leg out and tuck the toes. See if you can lift that left leg behind and just hold. So now the arms are directly to your side, not overhead. Keep the waistline lifted. Feel those obliques working to stabilize your torso. And then bring the arm in and leg in. Start with the left arm directly to the side like the letter T. Then take the right leg back, toes tucked under first. Then lift the leg. Stay stable through the torso. Don't lean too much into that right hand. And draw the arm and leg in. And let's come and have a seat. Swing your legs around to the front. Continue to warm up the spine. We'll do some half rollbacks. Again, you can have the hands here for support or arms directly out in front. Sitting tall to start. Inhale before you start. Exhale, pelvis scoops under. Roll it back. Shoulders are down. Take a little sip of air here. And exhale. Inhale and sit all the way up. Sitting up tall, finding your sit bones again. Exhale, scoop it back. Finding that place where if you went a little further, you might feel like you're going to fall. Inhale to sit up tall. And again, exhale, roll it back. And let's come up on the inhale, making it just more of a one count back. Exhale, tip the pelvis. And inhale and sit up tall. One more with a single count, roll back. And inhale and up. Good, we're gonna roll back on the exhale. Stay here. See if you can go a little lower. See if you can go one more notch lower. Now bring it back up halfway. Bring it back up another inch. And then bring yourself all the way up. Let's try that again. Exhale, scoot back to kind of where you were doing that first set. Then take it a little lower. Hold. Take it a little lower again. Hold. Take it back up. Hold. Take it back up and hold. And sit all the way up. One more of those. Catch your breath. Here we go. Scoop it back. Exhale. Hold. Shoulders down. And take it a little lower. Take it a little lower. Bring it up and hold. Keep scooping the belly. Up and hold. And all the way up. Sit up tall. Go ahead and stretch those legs out and reach over your legs. And sit up tall. Let's walk those feet back in so that you can roll all the way down this time. Again, either using your hands for support or arms out in front. Exhale, roll all the way back, making sure you have space behind you on your mat. Once you're down there, walk your feet in a little bit. And we're going to go with some half roll-ups today, okay? So arms are to the side. Starting with a chin nod. Inhale first. And then exhale, curl up a little further. And then lower all the way down. Take that again. Start with the chin nod. Just lift the head. Then curl the belly. Reach the fingertips long, maybe past your hips. And roll it back down. One more like that. So chin nod. Then trunk curl. Hold. And roll it back down. So we're going to do something similar like we did with the roll back. We're going to add those little lifts this time. It's taking a little higher each time. So inhale, head lifts, then exhale, curl. Hold. Take it up another inch. Hold. See if you can take it up one more inch. Use your hands if you need to. And then roll the way down. And let's take that again. So head lifts, trunk curl, hold, kind of at that starting point. Then take it up an inch. Take it up another inch. If you need to use your hands, go ahead, hold. And then roll back down all the way. One more time. Head nod. Then trunk curl. Take it up an inch. Take it up another inch. And then curl it back down and rest. Okay, we're going to add some legs to that. We're going to just go back to that trunk curl, kind of the beginning portion, like the first one you did. Inhale first, and let's go ahead and exhale, just roll up and hold. Okay, so staying here, fingertips long, shoulders down away from your ears. Take your right leg and just extend it out. Hold. Take it up that hat 1 more inch and hold. Keep the leg there and roll all the way down. Lower that leg. Let's do the other side. Keep the leg down to start. We trunk curl first. Stay here. Then we lift the left leg, hold. Take it up 1 inch, hold. Keep the leg there, roll all the way down. Bring your foot down. If this looks familiar, it's kind of maybe like a teaser exercise, somewhat. We're not going to do teaser, but just kind of a little breakdown of it. Here we go, trunk curl up. Now we have right leg will extend, hold. Take it up 1 inch, hold, breathe. Keep the leg there, roll all the way down, and then lower the leg. Left side, trunk curl first, exhale. Take the leg out, left leg up. Curl it up another inch. Use your arms if you need to. Then roll it all the way down, and leg comes down. We got 1 more on each side. Right leg this time, curl it up, hold. Right leg extends. Curl up a little more if you can. Keep the leg there and roll all the way down. Rest that leg. Left leg. Trunk curl first. Stay here. Stay lifted. Get your left leg extended out where you can. Curl it up more if you can. And roll all the way down. And rest that leg. Good. Give your knees a little hug if you need to. And rest the feet on the mat. Okay. Let's do some neutral bridging. So arms to the side, and you're starting in a neutral pelvis. So that's where your pelvic bones, your ASIS, is actually level with your pubic bone. And we're keeping that neutral spine. Think of opening the collarbones, planting your feet firmly into the mat. Take it up on your inhale, lift the hips, press the feet firmly into the mat so you engage the whole hamstring. And then lower down all in one piece. Return back to that neutral, so finding that settling place in the pelvis, and take it up, lift. And lower the hips down. Let's do 2 more. And neutral lift, up. And neutral down. Keep those thighs in line with your hips. 1 more time. Press firmly through the whole foot. So you're engaging the hamstrings and the glutes, not just the glutes you're squeezing. And lower back down and rest. And take 1 leg up and tabletop at a time. And we'll go into hundreds. You can start here. You can add the leg extensions if you'd like, or just stay in tabletop. So here we go. Trunk curl up. Stay lifted. Here we go. Pulse the arms. Inhale for 5. And exhale for 5. So this is an option for your legs. You could also just have your feet down. You could also take the legs straight up to the ceiling. You could also take the legs slightly out away from you, as long as that back is not coming off the mat. I'll keep doing different versions throughout. Keep breathing. We have an inhale for 5 counts and an exhale for 5 counts. We've got about 5 more sets. I kind of lost count. 4 more sets. 3 more sets. 2 more sets. 1 more set. And rest. Again, give the knees a little hug. And then rest the feet on the mat. Okay. So we did a lot of practicing of kind of like the roll back and the half roll up. And that was all to prepare for the roll up, okay, which is a very challenging exercise. You can do knees bent, which I'll show the first time there. Second time I'll show with legs extended. If you're starting with legs extended, the feet are flexed and the legs are straight out. Okay. Here we go. Reach the arms towards your head, but keep the rib cage in. So don't let the ribs flare out. Inhale, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Head will start to lift. And you'll continue to roll all the way up. As you extend the legs out in front, you're going to exhale and reach forward, rounding the spine, pulling back through that waistline. If you're doing the bent knee version, walk your feet back in, and then roll yourself all the way back down. You can also use your hands behind your thighs if you're doing the bent knee version. I'll show extended leg here now. Inhale, reach the fingertips, head lift, shoulders, thoracic. Keep extending those legs. Exhale and reach forward. Inhale, start your roll back down. And then exhale as your lower back kind of comes near the mat there. Let's just do 2 more. Pick your version that works best for your body. Inhale, start the fingertips, head lift. Keep rolling up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhale, round and reach. Inhale and curve and roll back down. You're doing extended legs, feet are flexed. You can also squeeze those legs to the inner thigh work. Inhale, last one. Head lift, shoulders, thoracic, rounding, curving forward. Exhale. Inhale and roll back down. And pause. Nice. Good. Let's bring the legs up to a tabletop position. We're going to do some of the abdominal series. We'll start with the first 2 and then we'll pause and then we'll do the next set. Okay. So knees start here in tabletop. Thighs are right over your hips. Lower legs are parallel to the floor. I'm going to trunk curl up. We're going to stay here and then we're going to extend one leg. Other knee comes in more slightly. Keeping it in line with your hip. Reaching long with that long leg. Like you're dipping your toe in water. You don't want to cause too many ripples. And 4, 3, 2, head could be down if you needed. 1, bring yourself into that ball shape. Extend it out on that inhale. Extend the arms by side the ears. And exhale, draw it in. Reach, inhale. Exhale, draw it in. 3 more, reach, inhale. Exhale, sweep it in. 2 more, inhale, stay lifted if you can, exhale, draw it in. Last one, reach long, and exhale and draw it in. Release the head, and relax for a moment. Take the legs straight up to the ceiling. Single straight leg stretch, or what I call scissors. You're gonna trunk curl up. We're gonna grab above or below your knee joint, drawing that leg a little closer, pulse, pulse, and change. Pulse, pulse, and change. I'm staying in that trunk curl, if possible. If your head is down, you're most likely grabbing below the knee, kind of behind that thigh. So you can inhale to one side, exhale to the other as you switch. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the legs together. Take your hands behind your head. Trunk curl up, elbows are wide. Lower the legs on the inhale. Exhale, draw it back up. Watching your lower back. Here's a modified version. I'm kind of reaching my toes down. And exhale, draw it back to tabletop. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. This is also version V feet. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze those legs together. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, relax the head. Give your knees a little hug. We got one last one, which is crisscross. Bring the legs to tabletop. Take the hands behind the head or closer to those ears is preferable. That way it'll keep those elbows nice and wide and you're not pulling on the back of your neck so much. So I want you to think shoulder going in the direction of the opposite knee, not the elbow. Tends to when we pull that elbow across, we're twisting too much and we're pulling on that neck and we're rotating the back a little in a probably not such a safe manner. So here we go. We're going to trunk curl up and we're going to rotate through the spine to your left. Left knee comes in slightly, bicycle legs, and switch. And switch. Think of those elbows staying open. It's slow, it's controlled, and breathing. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, stretch it long if you'd like, or knees to the chest. Taking a roll up to come to seated. Again, legs can be extended, feet flexed, or knees can be bent. Gathering up the rib cage. Inhale, reach the fingertips, head lift, shoulders. Keep coming all the way up, round and reach forward. And then your exhale. And then sit up nice and tall. You're probably wondering why we have paper plates. So we're gonna grab one for now. And we're gonna come to sit on one side. And you'll need to kind of get your mat out of the way so that the plate will slide either on your carpet or on your hardwood floor there. Okay. So what we're doing is we're working our lats kind of under that armpit area, the serratus anterior muscle bit. Feel probably a little bit, you're gonna feel in your deltoids too, okay? So we start up more upright, and you can hold on to this ankle for starters. And I'm gonna have my hand on the plate. And I'm gonna keep the shoulders down. I'm really activating under that armpit. And I'm gonna slide this out wherever you can, and then we're gonna draw it in. You're using under that armpit. Take it again. Sliding it out and drawing it back in. Good. So feel that under the armpit, using those lats. Keep the shoulder down away from the ear. And again, reach side, 5. And draw it in. And reach 6. I'm counting because I want us to be even. And 7. And draw it in. Think of that arm coming in like a magnet coming into your side, near your rib cage. 4 more. 4. And draw it in. And 3. Draw it in. And 2. Draw it in. And 1 more out. And draw it in. Good. Let's go to the other side. Just kind of sitting on your side, knees can be bent to your side there. And then move your mat out of the way, roll it up so that your plate is on the carpet or your hardwood floor. Okay. Starting nice, kind of a nice side, so almost like if I were to take a picture. It just looks like one shoulder, they're nice and stacked. Here we go, slide it out as far as you can go, and then draw it in. You can breathe, you can inhale when you go out, and you can exhale when you come in. 2, and 3, draw it in, yes, and 4, bring it in, keep the shoulder down, and 5, draw it in, 6, halfway down this side, feel that right under that armpit, reach 7, pull it in almost like you're pressing into the palm of your hand, here's 8, 4 more, 4, and 3, and last 2, and last 1, and bring it up. Good. Let's come up, sit and face where you can. Legs are just slightly wider than hip width. We'll keep the plate. We're going to use it, so make sure you got carpet in front of you or hardwood. And both hands are going to be on it. We're going to do the spine stretch forward using the plate to kind of help us glide forward. So starting with the chin nod, I'm sitting up on my sit bones first of all, and my back is straight, but then I'm curling the spine by starting at the head and the shoulders. As it starts to kind of roll down, I'm going to slide that plate out. But I'm still pulling back on my waist, so I'm activating my transverse abdominals. And then rolling up Start at the base of your spine, and the head is the last thing to come up. And let's take it again. So chin nod, curving cervical, then thoracic. Pull the waistline back, activate those deep abdominals, and then press a little bit on that plate so you activation of the arms as you slide in. 2 more times. Chin nod, shoulders, thoracic, rounding forward, and then draw it up on your inhale, lengthening through the spine. Last time, chin nod, round and reach. Waistline pulled back, and roll it all up, pressing against that plate and sit up tall. Good. For this next one, we're actually going to need both plates. And again, we'll need to just kind of roll your mat so it's out of the way. We're going to be putting our hands on the plates. And we'll be doing basically, if you know what long stretch is on the reformer, we'll be doing a modified version of that. We'll be on our knees. Okay. So we'll start in quadruped, and we'll have our hands on the plates. Okay. So I want you to imagine your hands are actually more like on the foot bar. Okay. And we're simulating like the carriage sliding out and in, except for kind of doing it the opposite way. So this part's not moving, this part's moving. So keeping that tailbone in, we're going to make sure the pelvis stays in. We don't get the booty sticking out like that. We're going to slide the hands forward. My hips are going to go with me. You can stop there, or you can take it a little further. And then you're going to draw it back in. Ooh, I think I went a little too far. And bring it in. So kind of finding where that spot is. Doing all right? Okay. And again, slide both hands out. Take your hips with you. Yes. Good. And then slide both hands back. Yeah, it's a little like effort there. And let's do 3 more. So sliding out. And sliding in. Yeah, that one worked better for me. And 2 more. Slide it out. And slide it in. Last one. Slide it out. And slide it in. Ooh, working those lats there. Excellent. Good. We're going to reverse it now. We're going to place the plates on our feet, doing some plank work. Okay. So you can start on quadruped, and just again, I rolled up. See, I rolled up the back of my mat a little bit so that my plates aren't too far away from me. Good. And I'm going to start by extending one foot back, finding that on the plates there, follow the foot, and then get the other foot on the plate there. Okay. Finding your plank. Simply take one leg to the side and bring it in. Other leg slightly side and in. Side, in, keep your plank long, side, and in. 4 more. Out, in, out, in, 2 more. Out, in, out, in. Knees come in one at a time. Cat back or child's pose to also release those wrists. And since that was so much fun, we're going to do it again. You can go on your elbows if that bothers your wrists. That is another option. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my mat on the front end just to lessen the angle of my wrist of being bent. Okay? So back to your quadruped. We have 1 more set, just 8 alternating. Reach back, find that plate, ball the foot on the plate, kind of preferably in the center. And then keep your hips where they are. Find your other plate. Here we go. Out and in. It's not fast. And 2 and in. Out 3. In. 4. In. 5. In. 6. In. 1 more each side. 7. In. 8. In. Knees come in one at a time. Again, child's pose or cat back. If you have any issues, I want you to stay here. And then you can do a little roll out of your wrist. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna come to standing. And I'm just getting my mat partially out of the way. And we'll be using just one plate for this next series of exercises. You will need your chair for stability purposes. So if you've ever taken my class and they have those lovely gliders at the studio, I'll do some leg work using the gliders. So we're using plates because they're very much like the gliders would work at the studio. You're going to start with one hand on your support, whatever it is, a chair, maybe you have a pole, you can use a broomstick, maybe a ledge if you're somewhere else. And then you're going to have your outside foot on the plate. Okay. Ball the foot. And we're going to sit back into a squat, a slight squat, not too deep, and just bending the knees, hips are slightly back, and your weight is all on that supported leg, which is closest to your support, your bar or your chair. Then we take that leg, it goes out, in, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep down low, 7, 8, again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, grab with your side, 2, 1, stay here, reach it back, hopefully room, 2, 3, try to extend the leg, 4, 5, oops, I lost my plate, and 6, 7, 8 more on this side, 8, that thigh should be burning, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, stand up tall. Woo! All right. You can either switch your chair around to the other side so you can still see me. And we'll do the other side. Okay. Hand on the support. Sit back at a slight squat. So we are bending the knees a little bit. And we're taking the leg directly to the side to start. So it's out, in. So I'm not changing the height. I'm not coming up or down in my stance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 16, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Reach it behind you. Straight back. 1, 2, sliding it back in. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more set of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up tall. Woo! All right. Go ahead and place your paper plate to the side, and likewise for your chair. You can kind of get that out of the way, and we'll come back to the mat. Let's come back onto our, let's go onto our stomachs. And let's start with swimming. Okay. So arms extended, or you can do goalpost arms. We're gonna start slow, and then we'll speed it up for those that want to. I have an inhale, right arm and left leg lift. Shoulders and head come up just slightly. I'm still keeping my neck long. And then lower back down. Left arm, right leg, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. A few more sets slow. Inhale to lift. Find that reach in the opposite direction. Exhale, lower. Left arm, right leg, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more set, slow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Take this next one up and hold it here. You can opt to stay lifted, keep switching, or go back to the slow version that we were just doing. Keep the neck long, so no turtle heads. Keep the head down. Breathe. Take it as fast as you're able to coordinate. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. Slicing the air. And relax. Ooh, come up to your elbows. Okay. Pressing the forearms into the mat and line up the elbows under your shoulders. And then lift the belly away from the mat. Single leg kick. So we have pulse, pulse, and extend. Pulse, pulse, extend. Pulse, pulse, extend. You can do a point flex. You can do point, point. Or if your feet tend to cramp up, just keep your foot in neutral, but keep that belly engaged. Keep the waistline lifted so that you're in neutral spine. And pulse, pulse. One more to each side. One more here. And rest. Good. Come up to all fours and take a stretch in either cat back stretch for those with knee issues, or open these a little bit if you're able to do child's pose. And then come back to your sides. Okay. If you need a little extra padding for your elbow, you can roll your mat. This is particularly helpful if you are on a hardwood floor and you don't have carpet to pad your elbow. Okay. We're going to do some side planking. Take the legs directly to your side and cross top leg over the bottom leg. Bottom knee can be bent or it can be extended. So we're just doing a lift up and down today. So this hand can be here. If you need it for balance, you're going to place it in front of you, or it can also be here for a little more challenge. Okay, so hips are lifting up, and we're dropping down just a little bit, and lift back up. Up, drop a little, lift up 3, drop, and 4, drop, and 5, drop, and 6, 2 more, and 7, and last one, 8, and rest. Let's take a little mermaid stretch. Tuck those feet like we did earlier. The arm that you were just on reaches straight up to the ceiling, and then take it over to the side. And come up. Let's switch to the other side. Swing your legs around to the other side. Setting up your hips. Roll the mat if you want. You don't have to. Especially if you're on carpet, you should be all right. Elbow right under the shoulder. Top leg more in front of that bottom leg. Bottom leg can be bent or straight. Top hand where you want it. Here we go. Lift it up. And then drop partway down. Lift up again. 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And rest. Tuck your feet. Come up to seated position. Grab a hold of your ankle. Reach that arm all the way up to the ceiling and then fold it over. And come up. Okay, have it just kind of sit. Knees are going to be bent. We're going to do our boat balance, kind of in lieu of any rolling, in lieu of roll like a ball or open leg rocker or even seal. We're just going to do a balance. Grab underneath your thighs. Shift your weight back a little bit. And then bring one leg up at a time. Find your tabletop. You can stay here, or you can try to let go. Breathing. Give me one more breath. And bring those feet down and rest for a moment. Good. Let's take a roll down all the way down. We're almost finished. Exhale and roll all the way down. Pause at the bottom. Walk your feet in. And let's take the legs up to the ceiling. We'll do V feet. If you have tight hamstrings, you can soften those knees. But think it's still gluing those heels together, and you have a slight external rotation in your legs. You can do a modified corkscrew here. Arms are to the side. The head stays down and the hips stay down. We're just going to circle the legs. Circle clockwise. Inhale and exhale. Go the other way. Inhale and exhale. Keep alternating. Inhale. Keep those legs together and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. One more set. Circle clockwise. Inhale. Exhale. Draw that belly button in. Last counterclockwise. Inhale and exhale. Give the knees a little hug. And rock yourself up to seated position. And we'll finish up. Catherine's class inspired me. She did a traditional classic order of the Pilates on Saturday during one of the time slots in honor of Pilates Day. And not exercise I do a whole lot, but hip circles is like, oh yes, hip circles. They do work. So you're reaching your hands behind you. They are straight unless you got really long arms, and you might need to soften your elbows. I have short arms, so I'm good here. We're gonna bring the legs up. We're gonna do a tabletop version. We're gonna circle the legs just like you do corkscrew. Inhale and exhale, pause. Then go the other way. Inhale and exhale, pause. Inhale and exhale, pause. So we're circling from the hips, hip circles. Inhale and exhale. One more set. Shoulders down, backs are lengthened. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Place your feet down. Extend them out straight in front of you. Reach it up on the inhale. Exhale, you deserve a stretch. Reach forward over your legs. And then rolling up through the spine. Let's open the legs into a straddle. Let's take some stretches here. Finish off. Good. Hinging forward from your hips. Take the arms out. Just kind of hinge forward. Go to your furthest point and just hold. Feeling the opening through those inner thighs, through the groin. And breathe while you're here. It's easy to, especially if you tend to be tight, to kind of like hold your breath or, tense up those muscles. We want to tell them to relax. Breathe. By breathing, we're also getting oxygen to our cells there. And slowly walk those hands back in. Bring the legs together. Do a little glute stretch. Cross one leg over the other, or you can just have it beside. You can give that knee a little hug of the opposite arm, and then add a little twist if that feels okay for you. If you have spine issues, I just want you to give that knee a little hug here, and kind of maybe lift it to get that extra stretch in that glute. Okay. So you choose, making sure you're paying attention to your bodies. And release. Let's change to the other side. Either right beside the long leg or crossed over. Again, you can just give the knee a little hug, or you can add that rotation. Hips are down if you're adding the rotation. And unwind. See how you feel comfortable. Legs either out or diamond shape. Take the arms behind the back, a little pec stretch. Release the arms. Take the arms up, reach it up on your inhale. Bend at one elbow. It looks like a tricep stretch. And we're going to add a little lean to get a little bit into the lats. Yes. So opening the rib cage, opening under the armpit. come back to center, switch, just reach for the other elbow and elbows bent, and then lean it away laterally. So the lateral reach here. Short lever and bring it up. Arms to the side, relaxing that neck. Give me a half circle just to the front. And last one, bringing the head up so it's stacked in the center. Reach it up, inhale. Exhale. And last one, reach it up, inhale. And exhale, release. Well, we made it. Thank you for being here. If you're watching this later, I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next Wednesday. And thank you.
Thank you, I think.
Hopefully you won't be too sore. Have a good night.
You do the same. Thank you. Later.
Bye-bye.